Welcome to this first series, one of 7 short video e-courses about how to moderate a lively and informative panel discussion. My name is Kristin Arnold, and I'm a high-stakes meeting facilitator as well as a professional panel moderator. And today's topic is, what is a panel? Since we are talking about panel discussions, let's start at the very beginning because, well, I hear that's a very good place to start. So a panel, the definition of a panel discussion is it's live or virtual around a specific topic with a selected group of panelists who have differing perspectives. And that's a key point, that they have different points of view. It's in front of a larger audience, and typically a moderator guides the event. Theoretically, that would be you. And the panel is usually 3 to 4 experts who share facts, opinions, and have a discourse among each other and with the audience. And that's key. In a panel discussion, it is a conversation. Some panels are presentation after presentation after presentation with a Q&A right at the end. I don't really suggest that format because you might as well give them a speaker slot and let them manage their own Q&A for themselves. So I think the point of having a discourse, a conversation, a dialogue among the panelists and among the audience is key to having a successful panel discussion. And typically a panel discussion lasts between 60 and 90 minutes. Any more and the audience is squirming because they need to take a break. So a panel is not a set of presentations, as I said before. If you're going to have a set of presentations with a little itty-bitty Q&A at the end, why don't you just give them a speaker slot? Because the audience is only focusing on one speaker at a time. If it's also a series of questions that are interviewing panelists, and it's what I call a ping pong. I ask a question of the panelist answers, we go on for 5 or 10 minutes, and then I bring on the next one. That would be called a one-on-one interview, up close and personal, and that's a great format too, but I would suggest that you just call it a one-on-one interview. And sometimes you might have a format that's just Q&A. There is no panel discussion among themselves before it opens up to the Q&A. It's simply Q&A, and just to be right about formats, that's called a forum. So a panel is a live or virtual discussion around a specific topic among panelists who have differing opinions in front of a larger audience, and it is moderated. Panel discussion. The key isn't that any of these formats are better or worse than any others. It's just use the format when use the panel format when you believe that the group will generate something much more interesting in this kind of discussion format. So that's your first lesson about what is a panel. Thanks for listening, and stand by for video number 2 coming to you soon.